60 years
of power and connection. VINLEC serving you. 60 years,
60 years
of progress and direction. VINLEC, part of you.
My name is Jeniffer Cupid. I worked with Vincent Electricity Services from 1978 for 34 good years. The company was upstairs Lyrics Supermarket. That is next to the Lyrics Cinema. And I was Billing Clerk. And that was until, we call it blocking the books, where we calculate the units for the machine operator to process bills. We was using a card and the bills copy, and you just push the bills into the machine and we key in our information. We had a fire that burns out almost everything, but we would have walked our way back. After the fire, we went to Olive's Hotel in Paul's Avenue. That is where the credit union is now. The Teachers Credit Union next to Lato. We went there, we spent a while there, and after a little bit, we moved to Hathaway's Fredericks building where Graves is now, where we was upstairs by Graves. We spent a good bit a while there too, and then we moved to our own office in Paul's Avenue in December 1995. That was where the old power station was. The first manager that I met was Mr. Babbigames, and he was a Guyanese. And we had Mr. Husband from St. Lucia, the accountant. Those was two good combinations. I mean, we used to have parties, like Christmas parties or any other social event. But then, after Mr. Huggins, our own local, Mr. Huggins came, then is when we had, real togetherness, real parties, cricket, football, netball, name it. And then we had Mrs. Eustace. She was the accountant after Mr. Glasgow. But she, again, was a good person. She is somebody that you could have talked to, you could have relate to, and you know you're getting results. She even used to buy lunch for somebody, co-workers' children. And she used to take some of us to, when our birthday comes around, she'd take us to lunch. She was good. And Mr. Huggins was awesome. And then we have our own again, Mr. Myers. I had a very good time with them too, Mr. Myers and Mrs. Wilson. I had a very good relationship. I personally, talking from some other people too, who would have said, yes, they are good management and so on. But I particularly, talking from my point of view, they were good. We used to have weekends, every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We used to have cricket, football, netball, but specifically cricket. We used to have every weekend we have a cricket competition, management and staff. And in those days, it was really togetherness, really togetherness. Manager, staff, name it. The company vehicle will take transport workers to and from. But I used to use my car. And we'll go to Gars, we go to Georgetown, we go to South Rivers. Name it. We really had fun. It was real. At that time, it was Mr. Huggins. Mr. Huggins and Mr. Gordon. He was a guy from Guyana. He's Guyanese. Those combination was really great. And we had some other activities that we had, like the sports club. We had active sports club that we went to St. Lucia come to St. Vincent. We had the clubs, we had gift exchange at Christmas. It was a togetherness. We had cookout to South Rivers. We used to go out there on weekends. We had goat cook, go up into the dam and bathe. It was awesome. We had a cricket game at Goss. Monty Warner, he was a good cricketer. So, and in them times, we had a good bit of cricketers too. And we won the game. That was exciting. I was excited because I think we played against, I can't remember if we South Rivers guys, but we played against other cricket team. And That was significant. That was significant. Things fall down in the 90s, late 80s, 90s. In the 90s, things changed. It was not that togetherness as before because a lot of people would have gone away, and we have different people. Supervisor changes, people should retire, so it was a little bit a little bit of change where it was not bad, but it was not significant like before, where you would have been more relaxed. I know we used to want to go to work and mornings, you were praying for money to come to go to work, weekends you're praying for money to come to go to work, and then after a time it's like, not that you don't want to go to work, but it was like things was not the same, so they'll give you that motivation. But then time changed and things start coming back up in a little bit, But you see, everything in life is temporary, so we go through some phases and so on. So we try to adapt and accept. But I had a good time with VINLEC. Meter reading. They used to go out with a bulk sheet of papers to record readings, and used to have a card for the customer. The customer card was stuck behind the meter reading, the meter with meter reading that they would have taken. And from then we went to digital electrical meter reading device, where we upgraded to that system, which was very much efficient and better life for everybody. Because we were now using digital, when they bring in the information, it process it now, we just run a billing sheet, and it would have been much easier than the book, because the digital, when the meter reader goes out and they read, they bring it back in and they transfer it on the computer. So it was much easier. It was much easier, because you just was editing from the sheet, your editing sheet. December 1993, they went up to beyond Robica, specifically Sandy Bay. Specifically Sandy Bay, electrified electricity up there in that era. And in 1987, we had the Cumberland Hydro, where they built houses for some of the employees. That was a very good project too. It was an awesome company working with, and they have some good management, good achievements. I would have had some good experience, and at this point in time, I would just like to say that they continue with good work that they're doing. They're doing some very great endeavor, and I wish them all the best. They have been a very good company. It's a company that you will really want to work with. We have a little ups and downs, but it's a company we really want to work with, and I just encourage others to hold on there. It's a good company. We're gonna make it.